Well, we are at the location of the Battle of Wilson's Store. The marker there says the skirmish at Wilson's Store in North Carolina, very close to the South Carolina border. One of the few battles that were fought in the Civil War in North Carolina, at least in the central and western parts of the state. And there's a marker. We're going to go over and see what that says. That is a cemetery, as I understand it, is where there was some Confederate artillery positions along that ridge line that were protecting the road that is running along to my left from the Union soldiers, Union Army from coming up the road. It says here, as Union General William T. Sherman's army marched north from Columbia, South Carolina on February 19, 1865, Confederate authorities in North Carolina assumed that Charlotte, North Carolina was the objective because its railroads and its Navy Yard. Wheeler occupied Wilson's Store to your right across the road on February 26th, and his men entrenched in front of you along Cane Creek. On March 1st, Sherman ordered Kilpatrick to move in force from Lancaster, South Carolina, towards Charlotte, as if to clear the way for the infantry. The maneuver was a feint, however, and Sherman's left and right wings turned northeast toward Fayetteville. Wheeler posted his artillery on the rise in front of you to command the approaches along the road. As Kilpatrick led his division into North Carolina on March 1st, he encountered the Confederate earthworks on Cane Creek. In the engagement that followed, one Union cavalryman was killed and 2 others were wounded and captured. Kilpatrick retired to the south to continue screening Sherman's army. The next day, Wheeler moved east to press Kilpatrick, having fired some of the first shots in North Carolina here against Sherman's advance. That is the area where Wilson's Store was, and I am sitting on top of the ridge line that the artillery was positioned along. Moving over, that's looking southwest. There's a car going down Lancaster Highway. That's where the, not Confederate, that is where the Union troops were coming. The Confederates are along the line that I am standing on.